16.
Their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to pass, it's Orji. Fires left. He's got it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, gave the defender the business. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Orji. Moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's...
The running back.
A little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to do it.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in the gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now sliding to his left. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Trying to get the corner. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 3, Michigan 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They run the reverse. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Orgy. Looking to scramble. Working on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just trucks through it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Michigan.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arkansas 10, Michigan 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So the decision has been made, and the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him to force him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Orji. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He fires it out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Looking for the 2-point try.
Get set, get set.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Dumps it to the back. Quick strike complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
And that is why it's important to have success early in the drive, because you set up 3rd and short. You can throw a slant in your sleep. That's going to get caught. You're going to move the sticks, and that's what the offense was able to do.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 21, Michigan 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
2nd down coming up.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Fires to the right. It's complete. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. Oh, what a move! And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Looking for room, it's Edwards. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Toss sweep to the right. And they'll stop him before he gets started. They'll lose yardage on this play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a two-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the two-possession lead, end this ball.
And the Razorbacks inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal from way back there. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Arkansas!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, to keep hope alive, pitch this pill around.
Nothing but green ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the move, it's Edwards. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Touch pass on the run. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's one thing to Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped.
Arkansas Razorbacks will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Green. Buying some time. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas 7, South Carolina 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They're trying to get to him. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They're testing the right side here. Across the 25, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Getting some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Scanning the field, it's Green. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement here from the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Smashes through. Tackled after picking up the first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's caught downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Sellers. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Sanders. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Green. Keeps the play going. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
From the gun, give on the inside. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here we go. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating.
And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you turn the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They move the tight end all over. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Green. He rifles one deep to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. Nice pick up there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st down.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push, and ball security, David. That's green.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse now going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Some would say run a clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. But the offense did their job.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A strong, methodical work. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Set on first down. The inside handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's hot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground. He's got it again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Lets it fly. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end.
With the score, Arkansas 7, Ohio State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Turns it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting up.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. Fires on the move. And the fake works if he can get the first.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
Play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want...
Touchdown, Razorback! 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
He's got it on the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On the run, still looking. Throws into the middle of the field. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You can tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands.
And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Green. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to...
And the ball is intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, running back on the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Off play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. Delivers the contact. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Dropping back, it's Green. This one's complete.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Fair catch called for and made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go.
Time to take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Green. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Looking down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Ibuka. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Now, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Ohio State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 21, Ohio State.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. The run from the shotgun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Unloads to the right. Finds his man and they convert. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were
going up top. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. To the end zone, and is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Looking for a man. It's Howard. He's got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. With the clock running, this should be the final play. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better. Touchback. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to go for a big one. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off.
That is not how you drill out offense. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get loud enough.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Sategna. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Green. Quarterback adapting. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. That touchdown touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Unleashes one. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. He tries to take the top off. And this will be caught at the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown Tide. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And and he puts through the extra point.
Arkansas. 21.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 14. Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Take over. First and 10.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Using his legs to buy some time. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
He's going up top. And the pass hits, picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air, it's Green. Quarterback extends the play. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. finds space on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo piece.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Unloads it left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have...
Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's green. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll put the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sategna. Can anyone catch him? The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. It's still 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Green. Into the end zone. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game scoreless.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Takes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Aller. And they can't make the connection.
Brings up 3rd down.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Throws to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Going over the top. Oh, picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Shakes off the tackler. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Lost, the defense is wide open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Movement here from the tight end. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
Arkansas, 10, Penn State, 0.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arkansas, 10, Penn State, 0.
The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing.
Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quarterback moving. He'll get rid of it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And